Hey everyone, this is Deadhand. We are playing Defense Grid number 2. Very first episode. This is going to be an awesome series. Defense Grid 2 actually comes out in about a day or two. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to, if you've seen my beta footage, you've probably seen some of this stuff. But real quick, we have campaign, all this good stuff, lots of multiplayer, which I will do later. For the PC, we've got all kinds of settings here. Gameplay with the fast forward, which is awesome. Video settings are pretty decent here. Audio settings, lots of different audio settings. Subtitles. Temporal Tower's visual effect. I'm glad we can turn that on and off, because that gets weird when you go in fast motion and there's 100 of them. Of course, regular key bindings. Yada yada. And you can even use a controller, which I probably will never do, but at least the option's there, so I'm happy. These are in here also because this is being shipped to, I believe, PS4 and the Xbone. So, we have a lot of good stuff here, how to play, tutorials. Like the Tower Encyclopedia I was looking at earlier. It'll tell you what it's actually used for, the different in attack range and rate of fire, so I don't have to do it mid-level and try to figure out everything. Shows it for all the towers. The cannon definitely increases attack with more money. And then I found out, if you watch my beta, like I said, I didn't know what the missile tower was for. Now that there are no flying enemies. It says that it is very powerful against a single target. So I guess it would be the difference to the meteor tower. Meteor tower hits groups. Missile towers hit single people, and it says that missile towers are more powerful the farther away they are. Okay, so I think, ooh, I didn't find this before I started recording. So these are all the missions. There are 20. This is going to be kind of like a first look in case people don't really know what Defense Grid is. So we're going to do Prologue and Threshold, and then every episode afterwards we're going to do one mission a piece. My Defense Grid 1 footage got a little jacked up because I did 3 missions at a time for a couple, and then 2 missions at a time, and by the end of it I was doing 1 mission at a time because they were like 45 minutes long. So we're going to do the Prologue. Be a nice little opener for people who have never seen Defense Grid and don't know maybe what tower defense really is, I guess, maybe. And then we'll do Threshold and we will call it a night. Story mode, yes. Type open, yes. Difficulty, we'll just keep it on normal. Next. General Kai. We have all of our gun towers. I don't know what any of this is because the first game did not have additions and separate types of towers, but I hope we unlock some kind of stuff or something. So, oh right, I guess I'll read that. Greetings, Commander. This message is on repeat. Please assist. I was taken captive during a raid on our power cores. I am enclosing a tight burst encryption with the location of my captivity. We've been trying to hold them off, but my AI colleagues lack the military expertise you and General Fletcher, who led us through Defense Grid number 1, have demonstrated building defenses. Our overall situation is grim. I am not sure when your ship will come into transmission range of the colonies, but my captors believe you to be close. Please hurry and release me. Perhaps with your help, we can hope to repel the invaders. Hope? We haven't felt hope for a long time. There was an ellipsis. I felt I had to pause. But since reports indicate you may also have General Kai and Commander Simon with you, well, perhaps hope will be possible once again. First, though, what? Oh, get me off this asteroid. Alright, I got a little scared when I first started reading that. Get me off this asteroid and back to my colony. I must protect them. Greetings, Commander. This message is on repeat.
I'm glad you're feeling up to testing your skills once again. I know I am. As always, I'm here to assist you, Commander. This simulation will help us hone the skills we'll need should we ever run into those motherless aliens again. Let's start with a few tower types and simulated invaders. We'll build towers to protect our virtual cores from being stolen, just to get the rust off the blade, eh?
Alright, so This is how tower defense works. They're going to come in, the little chevrons, those aren't really arrows, so chevrons, tell you the path of the enemy. And they want to get to our tasty, tasty cores, which are right there. Mmm. They're like Fig Newtons. I've never had a Fig Newton. I hope they're good. We can switch the camera by hitting Q and E. Zoom in and out with the mouse. Move left and right with the mouse. We can also do it with ASWD. WASD. Whatever. Click on a tower door. Select something or other. So let's do this. And we'll gun tower. I'm going to be trying to go for golds on all of these, but since I've never played it, I don't really know. Oh, I shouldn't actually put that there. Oh well. These are just simulations. These are not what the enemies, aliens, actually look like. So resources are in the upper left.
Gun tower, continuous firing, decent range, a great all-around tower. Then there is the Inferno Tower, a swath of destruction good against large groups of densely packed enemies. Different towers also have different ranges of destruction. Watch that closely when you place them.
Yeah, I don't know what the point is. If we have an actual, I mean, on the upper right we have the actual score. I don't know if it really matters though, since this is a prologue. So I'm just kind of I guess dick around for a little bit. I'm not real sure what my goal is at this point. The upper left are cores and our resources. In the middle we have our timeline, and then next to the.
As you recall, towers cost resources to build. You'll gain the resources you need over time. Once you have enough, you can build a new tower on an available build square, or you can perhaps upgrade an existing tower.
I'm gonna upgrade both of these, I guess. Oh, so in the timeline in the middle, the wave that we are on is highlighted and it's bigger than all the other ones. And next to that is little orange dots that go down, and that is the, I guess, timeline for each wave before we get to the next wave. And that was.
The aliens make it to the core housing. They'll steal one or more cores and try to escape.
And that was.
Destroy the aliens before they escape, and I can pull the cores back toward the housing. If we run out of power cores, our base shuts down. Don't let that happen.
Got it. Kill the bad guys. Okay, so in the first defense grid, there was a timeline. You kind of knew what was coming up, but it was very cryptic. It was symbols for everything instead of an actual picture for it. The actual waves that you see on the timeline didn't amount to the actual waves that showed up.
Towers and locations where the aliens would normally march through. If you do, the tower will actually block the aliens' path, and they'll choose a different route. It can be effective to reroute the aliens, especially if you send them closer to your other towers. And by making the aliens take a lengthier path, your nearby towers can attack them for a longer period and do greater damage.
I'm also going to be pausing a lot for General Fletcher. For one, story reasons, of course. If we don't know the story, then the story's not going to make any sense once we start getting through a couple levels. We're not really going to care. And also, again, if you've never played tower defense, you don't know what the hell is going on right now. He does help explain stuff here and there.
Excuse me. I know this is just a simulation,
Ooh.
but are you sure that's the best place to put that tower?
No, for the love of... It's a perfectly good place for a tower, Kai.
Relax, Fletcher. We just always need to push the commander. It's easy to forget that humans need constant training.
Thanks. Thanks,
True
lady.
Indeed. AIs never forget a thing, do we?
Never. Why would we?
Well, sometimes forgetting might be a blessing.
Well, before I forget, have we reminded the commander about our orbital laser?
Ah, good call. As General Kai points out, you can fire your special weapon periodically during the attack. Once used, it does take some time to recharge, however. Feel free to give our simulated orbital laser a try. You'll be quite pleased with how the vermin fall to its wrath.
Right, so a lot of exposition there. So General Fletcher is the one that helped us get through Defense Grid number 1, the Awakening. General Kai is who we met in the... it was one of the expansions. There were like 6. Whatever the last expansion was, the biggest one, the one for the actual Kickstarter, was the expansion where they put Kai in. Kai in. So we know a little bit about her, and it mentioned General, or Commander Simon. He was also in like 3 missions.
Commander, well done.
In that other one.
Commander, Simon reporting. We're
Oh,
coming
there
to
he
an
is.
asteroid belt just outside the colonies. I know we're close to our destination, but I want to check something out. The scanners picked up a tight burst encrypted signal that I'd feel better looking into.
He's a diligent lad, isn't he?
I've trained him since he was a private.
Excellent work. I like to also think I've had some influence on the commander.
Yay!
I know we're ready for anything.
As you can see, bronze. Damn. Oh, I guess those are all from the beta, right? Because it looks like those were multiple tower things, and I did nothing. So, bronze, silver, gold. This showed up at the end of the mission, in case you saw that. If not, feel free to go back. It shows our score. Tick past all of those, so you know exactly what your score is before the end. So let's change graph. Change graph doesn't do anything. Oh well. Exit. And, oh, I got a gold. Okay, so we will do threshold, and we will call this episode. Holy crap. So these are all the challenges. If you're familiar with Defense Grid 1, then you'll know a lot of these. No red towers, which means you can't upgrade them all the way. Limited towers. You must defend the cores with a limited amount of towers. Okay. Frozen core, they don't go back. Practice gives you, I believe, a crap ton of money. And then you just kind of put all your towers down at once and see how well it works. So let's go ahead. We'll do this mission. Boom. Kai. Yes, launches up here. What in the hell does that say? Oh. A formicant spoke to me. As I record this, I am still in shock. It makes as much sense as a dayflower blooming in second winter. What? At the first contact, the first touch, I thought I had experienced a schism of the mind, or schism. You hear of such things. Captains who go too deep in the void and interpret the silence as voices. Yet as the thing spoke, it became clear that I had not schismed. I did not respond. My training has me scout first in new terrain, so I was silent and observed. What is troubling, and I laugh at the idea that anything can be more troubling than a formicant that speaks. It is clearly we have underestimated the formicants of this world. This changes all. I hope I'm saying formicants right. It looks like it. I wonder if the decision to remain silent was correct. Might I have been more effective scout if I had answered? I must drop into the void, I think, and seek the answer. Boom, shakalaka.
Shuttle seems like an asteroid mining facility. After a long trip, even this place looks good.
Indeed. We're landing the command shuttle Rafaela now. We'll connect to the grid as we isolate the signal. Interesting. It's actually a level 4 distress call. Precisely the same distress level as my mother-in-law arriving unannounced.
You really think you should be joking when someone's in trouble?
A quip here and there has kept me sane on this long journey of ours, Kai. Well, relatively sane.
I'm not sure the commander would agree. Wait, oh no.
Oh no.
I see the recon too. Damn, years of deep space travel and the aliens still beat us.
Can we fight them here?
Checking systems. I can bring 3 tower types online immediately.
Gun, Inferno, and cannon towers?
Precisely. Commander, prepare for invasion.
Here they come. Good luck, you 3.
Good luck, you 3. Next on Underdog. Okay, so, oh, a cannon? We already get the cannon? Hells yes. Cannon is, my second favorite tower. Right next to my man Inferno. So, gun tower. we will put another gun tower to maze. And then we will put a cannon. And I think we'll be good for a minute or two. I want to get an Inferno right cha as soon as I can. And if we hit the F button, boom, fast forward. Damn, we are getting points quick. we getting some points quick, yo. And we can zoom in if we want to actually see everything. So instead of them going up and straight down into my core, they go up, over, and then around. Which helps me tremendously. And they actually have to get to my core and then get back out. So they get this far, I'm not that worried. Not that worried at all. Fast forward, let's go. Long-range cannon tower is slow but powerful against all alien types. It cannot destroy enemies directly next to it, but it is a great second row tower. You got that right. Probably shouldn't have upgraded that just then. Damn, that actually worked out really, really good. Now, as you could tell, if you watched my beta footage, I really thought they were about to talk. If you watch my beta footage, you know there are lots of other towers. A boost tower, which is used mainly for mazing, and you can put other towers on top of it. A Tesla tower, which does electricity. A missile tower that, well, you know, shoots missiles. A concussion tower that does, like if you put a concussion tower here, it would like drop bombs. I hope this doesn't make you guys sick. It would drop bombs, boom, 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 all across this whole thing. And then there's what, meteor tower and a couple others.
But it feels good to battle aliens once again.
Yeah, it does. But no shame here. Nothing better than taking one of them off the board.
Yeah.
Second that. Good to fight with all of you again. You're doing great.
It is indeed. After all this space travel, I expect chasing after aliens feels especially good.
Yeah, definitely. Be really nice to go for a run, too.
Try not running for about 1,000 years, or for that matter, breathing, or taking a bath, or... Thanks so much for bringing this up.
Hey, you asked me!
Boom!
Whatever.
I like all the commanders talking to each other. That's humorous. Before it was just Fletcher, and he would not really say that much. He would just kind of quip. He'd be like, "That the guns cooked them out. I love the smell of cannon fire in the morning." Like little things like that, but he didn't have a whole bunch of actual dialogue. So I'm happy. I'm happy he's got some. Boom. Upgrade the big one. So, like I said, in case you've never seen tower defense, this is how it works. There's a path. We put down towers where we think they will be most advantageous, depending on which tower types we have. We have resources in the top left. We can only spend that many. Our timeline in the middle tells us what's coming up so we can plan ahead. Our cores where the bad guys are getting. Our score in the upper right so we can tell if we did better than our friend. But besides that, I mean, it's pretty much cut and dry. I don't think I used that term right. I know what I'm talking about though. Fire! Oh, fire, good.
The colonies yet.
An artificial intelligence can always dream. If they haven't made it to the colonies, then we need to make sure the bastards never do.
Yeah, bastards.
You're right. We must focus and win.
Focus up. So, like I said, from now on, next episode on, I will be doing 2 boards per episode. Hoping that turns out good. Make it easy. If you are having trouble on a board, you can just figure out what board it is. Oh, number 7. Then you can go to my playthrough and look for episode 7, and boom shakalaka, you're there. That's what I'm hoping. Because like I said, last time they were all kinds of off. Oh, I can rotate the camera? Huh, boy? Oh, now it's... okay. Say, now it feels off. So usually you would only really put Inferno Towers if they were like here, because they have a straight shot. So that means by the time they're hitting the first guy and he's like here, he's still also been hitting all the guys that are falling behind him. But there are no real good spots. Like here's one block off, here's one block off, that's 2 blocks off. But at least when they curve around here, it kind of gives him a straight shot, a little bit. And this kind of gives him a straight shot, also a little bit. Of course, gun tower in the middle. You would want to do that because there's a lot of coverage here. Him, the same thing, got a long section.
Kai, Simon was complaining to me about missing a run, I believe it was.
Seriously? What's up with that? Try being a freaking AI.
Wait a minute, that's not what I said.
I don't think he could manage it for 10 minutes.
Can you imagine his first system to frag?
Okay, fine. I'm now scratching my back.
That's a low blow, Simon. Back to business at hand.
That's hilarious. Oh, we can turn that on and off. That makes sense. Well, I know where they're going, so I don't have to see that graphic anymore, so gone. Oh, we can also turn the health bars off. That is with the / key right next to the shift button. I love having health bars on because without it, I'm like, okay, well, I guess they took some damage. I don't know how much damage, but they took some. Boom! Now I can see exactly how much damage they've taken. Let's, Ooh, you know what? I want to put a cannon here. Probably should have already done that, but whatever. So we're going to do a little bit of upgrading. We're only 11 waves in, so I really should be using my resources. Which I have not been doing. Oh, shit. No! Okay, okay. Alright, I think we're safe. Let's upgrade. Upgrade. Red towers are the best, of course. Red means stop. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but yeah. There we go. Usually in the first game, it was much more, not selective, but much more important when you upgraded and how you upgraded and this and that. But at least in the beta for Defense Grid 2, it seemed like it was pretty much like, spend some resources, have some fun. As long as you don't suck too bad, you'll get a gold. And of course that means you have to keep all of your cores. If, I'm assuming it's the same as number 1, if you lose even 1 core, you can only get a bronze no matter how good your score is. Oh yes, also as the tooltip says, if I hit backspace at any time, I can go back to a predetermined save spot. I don't get to determine it, the game does, so it's not like a Elder Scrolls like quick save kind of thing. It just kind of saves every, I don't know, wave, 2 waves, 3 waves, something like that. So if they're starting to get through, they're taking all my cores, they're all getting nearly to the end, I don't have enough resources to come back. Oh no, I'm totally screwed, I'm gonna have to play this whole thing over. Nope. Backspace. Done. Fix your problem, fix your mistake. Like, let's say you put, well, there's no really bad place, but let's say you put all your towers right here. So everyone's getting through all the way over here, they're going all the way up, and then they die here. But that's not, you know, optimal. So they keep getting cores out. You're like, damn it, what am I doing wrong? Hit backspace a couple times, try putting your towers here and here. Maybe you do a little bit better. Still doesn't work, backspace a couple more times. Maybe do it like I'm doing, maybe spread your towers out. You know. This is a super user-friendly game. Or at least the first one was. And look how beautiful that is. And I've got a crap computer. Looks like snowflakes all over it. That's pretty. Where are the bad guys? And of course, as with any game, this is mission 1. So by the time we get to 20, we're going to be facing, I don't know, half dozen to maybe 8 or 10 different enemy types. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 9 towers. We're going to have, I believe, at least 3 different generals we can choose from. There's a lot of progression in this game. In the first game, you actually could not even get to red towers until like mission 3 or 4. The first, go back and watch my Let's Play, at least the first couple episodes. It's really funny. They start you off super slow. You have 1 tower. You have like 4 places you can put it, and that's it. The next map, you have 2 towers. You've got more places to put it, and I think you can upgrade them once. The next one, you get, I think, 3 towers, but you can still only upgrade them to the 2nd level, or something like that. It's really, really slow. So this is more, I wouldn't say for veterans, but it caters to veterans. Because if you know what you're... Oh, damn, they're starting to get out of here. If you know what you're doing, you can definitely lay in some face punches. That's all I'm saying. I have started to lose. Not lose, but let's say not do well. Oh, yep. No, yes. That was the absolute perfect time for that guy to die. If he had died right in the middle of that pack, a fresh guy would have picked up, like in American football, like a fumble. The guy who died will drop the core, and if he's in the middle of a pack, that guy will grab it and immediately leave. He won't go through the rest of the tunnel or anything. Tunnel? Maze. You know what I'm talking about. I'm really surprised, though, how much I can upgrade and still get lots of points. 'Cause like I said, in the first game, is much more specific as to what you can actually do. I probably shouldn't have gotten that tower. That was a waste of money. And it looks like, if you look on the timeline, that, oh, well, it stopped. Well, go back 20 seconds. There was 2 different indicators for the bad guys, what type of bad guy was coming, but it looked like there were enough spots for 4. So, that would be awesome. Looks like there might be up to 4 different enemy types just on one wave. So, let's go ahead and fast forward. Let's cook these out. And winner, chicken dinner.
Well done, Commander.
Thank you.
I think that's the last of them.
Yep.
Fletcher, I have a lock on the distress signal.
Whoops.
Finally. Shall we head that way, Commander?
Yeah.
I think we should.
Kai, are you all right?
Ooh,
I'm
what's
fine.
this?
There's no one I'd rather fight aliens with.
But...
If the aliens are here, they probably beat us to the human planets.
This could be the last of them.
I can't say I'm optimistic, Simon, but one thing at a time. Our first order of business is finding that distress beacon. Shall we, Commander?
Okay, so what is this? Chemical tipped bullets inflict an additional 20% damage over time as a substance slowly eats away at them. Holy shit, that is my perfect thing. How many of those do I get? Exit? So, we did the first 2, Prologue and Threshold. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please subscribe for the rest of the playthrough. We're going to do every single mission. And then depending on what you guys want, kind of comments I'm getting, what kind of stuff you guys want to see, I will start to do some of these, maybe. Maybe I'll just do those on my own time afterwards. Whatever. So I hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough. Please subscribe to see the rest. Like the video if you liked it. Please share it with someone if you think they might enjoy Defense Grid 2. And if you haven't seen Defense Grid 1, make sure to go see that. I played the entire thing. So you guys have a fantastic night. Thank you for watching. And I will be back tomorrow with Supply and Demand. Deadhand out. Peace.